Hello, I'm Dr. Gareth Moore and I'm a puzzle and brain training author. And in fact, I've written all of these books here, but this video is not about my puzzles. It's about these two puzzle advent calendars, The Case of the Missing Cookies and Santa's Workshop, which are from InSync Games. You can find at the website escapeadventcalendar.com, and I bought both of these on Kickstarter. And each calendar, as you solve it, releases chocolate each day. So let's start with this one, Santa's Workshop. Now, it is actually taped shut here. So I haven't looked inside yet. I haven't cheated. I'm going to start right now on camera by opening the tape at the side here so that I can open it. Ah, there we go. Right, let's see what's inside. In fact, let's switch to the other camera again for this. So it's quite big, as you can see. And on the front, there are pictures of elves, I guess, in different rooms, doing a few bits and pieces. In fact, let's have a look at the sides. On the back, there is more of the building, another elf. Some bits of text about the calendar. Looks like, oh, where do you start? This is going to be pertinent, isn't it? Looks like you have a mission on new hands. I presume it's a typing error. Whenever I have a job to do, I always start with a T and end with a T. Okay, so something that starts and ends with T. I'm thinking that day one isn't labelled, and we need to work it out from this clue, but we'll see when we open it. But here it says chime, and it's got red, red, blue, yellow, blue, which may be relevant, because I also noticed on the front it has ding with red, red, blue, yellow. And then on the sides of the calendar, that's rather plain. But I did see, as I was just opening it, here is this half of some writing, which appears to say, I assume it has to join with some other part of the game, but it looks like it's going to say doodle what room, or Google what room, or something of that nature. Let's just have a quick look at that text on the back of the box. What does it say? As you are making your way out of the bustling toy factory, a gust of wind snatches your hat off your head and rushes back through one of the open windows. Wow. Knowing your hat is more than just an accessory, it is your identity. You rush inside, unaware of the adventure that is about to happen. I think it should be about to happen. As you search every nook and cranny of the workshop, question your companions as you journey through, and hopefully you will make it out by Christmas Day. I hope so, else that would be a bit sad, wouldn't it? So let's finally open the thing, and here we go. Whoa, such a lot there. Okay, so we have a lot of rooms. This is the side I'm going to be opening. So on the left-hand side, we have some letters on a string and some more coloured letters. And and some more very coloured letters and some drawers with 3-letter words on. And down the bottom, there's all sorts of code bits and pieces here, aren't there? Down the bottom, there is some shapes on some stuff. There are some numbers and letters on chains. There are some objects. There are what look like braille letters and alphabetic letters that may or may not correspond to them. I think actually that AB is correct. Maybe the rest is. And then some switch positions here. And then over on the calendar bit itself, by which I mean where the doors are, we have some rooms, as I said. So we've got fold, assemble, glue, sort, safety. I see that all the different jobs the elves do. What's the calendar called? Santa's Workshop. That's very clever, isn't it? And then each row has got a different colour. Maybe that's just decorative, who knows? Print, colour, dry, cut, fill, label, tie, glitter, wrap, packaging, shake, test, check, double check, finish, rejects, untangled, fix, inspect and dispatch. Okay, so the clue on the back was starts and ends with T. Let's just look at that again. On new hands, whenever I have a job to do, I always start with a T and end with a T. So I'm guessing we're meant to interpret that as the sound of the letter T. So we are starting for day one by opening the door, which starts and ends with T. Now, I'm never quite sure whether you then solve the puzzle in that, and that's day one, or whether day one is solving the puzzle to open the door. So we'll decide when we open the door. I've never quite know which is which. Here, test. Okay, that's quite a nice word for the first day. So let's open that. If I can. My goodness. There we go. Right, and it says 1. So we've solved day 1. Okay, fine. And this is our puzzle to find out where the door for day 2 is. So there we go. And in fact, inside the door, it says, nope, no hat here. Do me a favour and recycle these for me, which presumably this means anagram these, but we'll do that tomorrow. This is the day number and not part of the puzzle. And there we go, we've got chocolate we could eat, or in my case, put in a pile, because I have them lots from last year. Right, now let's look at the other calendar, which is the case of the missing cookies. Oh, case number is blank. Wow, do we need to work it out? Oh, look, there's a knocked over glass and some milk everywhere and a bit of half-eaten cookie. Confidential evidence, classified information. I like how this actually does feel like it really is something tied with string. Let's switch to the other camera again, because once again I haven't opened this yet, but let's have a look and see if there's anything on the sides of this box. Deckscape Advent Calendar. No, I don't think so, but on the back there is some text. Every year, Santa's workshop is a flurry of activity as each elf is working tirelessly at their jobs to prepare for Christmas. But this year, something strange has happened. A plate of freshly baked cookies has disappeared from the kitchen every night. Wow. The elves are puzzled and Santa is concerned. Who could be taking these cookies and why? Because they're hungry? As the head elf, you set out to investigate and cannot shake the feeling that something else is at play. Little do you know, this mystery will lead you on a wild adventure that will test all of your detective skills. Wow. And it says, where do I start? You are a bright spark. So I think once again we're going to need to identify the first door. Is there anything else relevant down here? No, it just tells us it contains milk chocolate and not to shake it too much. So first things first, I'm going to cut the tape on this one too. Here it is. And now we can see inside. Yay. So here we go. Let's have a look. The case of the missing cookie. Oh gosh. Okay, it's big. It's very big. It's enormous. Wow, it's genuinely quite large. So, I also don't know if I saw... Yes, this is a new back to the box now, because before this was folded inside. Okay, so there's quite a lot to look at. So the chances are that we don't need to look at most of this today, but knowing what is on the box and remembering it's there for future days could come in useful. So this is now the new back of the box. Now it's open. And we see... Oh, there's the letters... First letter is bolded of various people's professions: artist, zoologist, x-ray technician, yarn weaver. Makes a lot more sense. And then there are some spaces where presumably we can stick cards later, because we could peel the doors off. And then there are some information things about some of the presumably people involved in the calendar. There's Louis Umpire, whose favourite drink is eggnog, and is not an easy way to expire for his favourite cryptic Christmas movie. Okay. Corrie Baker, mulled wine in your residence unaccompanied for their favourite cryptic Christmas movie. We've got some fingerprints. And then coming down the calendar, what else have we got? More people. So we've got a person and a place for each letter of the alphabet. Now, if I just turn the calendar over and we look at one of the flaps at the front, golly, look at this. There is so much to take in here. A sleigh MOT certificate from the Vehicle and Sleigh Operating Agency. And then there are, I don't know if this is all relevant, some of it must be. There are MOT numbers, 3-seater Finland Pinewood, and that's with a dog, and then a reindeer, Otto, and a scene of the crime again, which got an X on it. I don't know if it did on the other side. There are the days of the week, which appear to be just the days of the week. Some pictures, like this picture here of Fred's store, and like on the other calendar, there are some coloured letters. And it says open 10 a.m, I guess, till 8 p.m. It's quite small writing. And then there is a blueprint of a Santa's compound or something. What's the calendar called? The Missing Cookies. Well, I mean, it's presumably Santa's compound. To Mineshaft. And then there are lots of shapes on here as well. So, I don't know what's going on there. Some more pictures. I can't look at everything in detail. Magician's Apprentice, Bill's Bar. Bill's Bar is open, apparently. And then some stuff to do with measuring heights of people, I guess. Foot size to height chart. Okay, right. And then on the next flap, so I'm going to have to fold back this way, and there are some pictures at the top. Please return books. I guess you put a card on here and reveal some text, some numbers for different shaped and coloured bottles, a butterfly. A periodic table, which presumably is a regular periodic table. It says HE for helium, H for hydrogen for 1 and 2, so that looks correct. I mean, that is correct. But 6 is carbon. Okay, I think it's a regular periodic table. And then we've got some bits of partly completed puzzles and stuff, and some pictures of things. And then we get onto the bit with the chocolate itself, which is over here. And these are doors. You may not be able to see on camera, but this bit has height. So these are the people who work in Santa's workshop, I guess. They have names, great, and they have numbers and appearances and different heights and so on. And there are presumably 25 of them, because I think this calendar has a 25th, factually it does have a 25th door. It's not just 24 doors. Right, now where do we start? What does it say? Where do I start? You are a bright spark. So A bright spark. I presume we're just looking for somebody who looks like a bright spark or has something that identifies them as a bright spark, or literally a bright spark on the picture. I mean, bright can mean intelligent and it can mean light. Very light. Oh, he's got this is meant to be a spark. Yeah, that's a bright spark. I reckon we're starting with Alan, room 1001, or he's employee 1001. Where are the door? Oh, here we go. Here's the door. Gosh, it's hard to open there. Push down and it opens. Yep, we're correct. Okay. Always embarrassing if you get the first door wrong. But here is our number 1 chocolate, which proves to us that we've answered it correctly. And then here is stuff for tomorrow. In particular, it says at the top, this is the day number, not part of the puzzle. This is clearly tomorrow's puzzle. Oh, you came to me with all due respect. Here's my statement. And there's bold and italic and so on. But I will look at this tomorrow. What is it? Well, actually, I'm tempted to read this now. This is the location of the character. You can cross them out on the blueprints as you go along. Ooh. All right, well, that feels like an activity for today. So he is Alan, 1001, and he is at the triangle in the outside bar. Quite hard to read that. But here is the actual map. So where's outside bar? I realise you can't see the whole thing. But here's the bar. Oh, does it say triangle outside bar? He must be here. So that was Alan, 1001, right? Alan 1001. Location, it says outside bar, which I took to mean it was the name of the thing, but it means outside bar here. So Alan 1001. I might have to rewrite this in marker, but we'll do that another day if I need to. Right, well, there we go. That's that solved for today. So that is the case of the missing cookies, quite a large calendar, and Santa's workshop, 25 days to go. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please join me in a future video, or preferably tomorrow's video when I shall open day 2. And also check out my link here to my website, drgarethmoore.com, where you can have a look at all my puzzle and brain training books, or at least a lot of my recent ones that are available, and maybe pick out a Christmas present for someone, or yourself. Why not? But until a future video, oh, by the way, check out my links. Here are solves from previous year's advent calendars, and here's an Exit the Game advent calendar I'm solving this year. But until a future video, all that remains is for me to say goodbye and take care. Bye.